Hola, Anita, ¿cómo estás? Y ese
Muy bien, ¿y tú?
pelo.
Ay, sí, hoy decidí cambiar un poquito de
Nice,
pelo.
lo estás estrenando. Today's the first day that you with that hair.
Dímelo, ¿cómo estás? Bien.
Todo bien, feliz viernes. I'm very, very excited to be talking with you. How are you doing? How's quarantine treating you on your side?
Amigo, mira, fue un momento de muchos cambios, creo que de sentimientos, cambios sentimentales, porque en el empiezo, cuando empezaron las cosas a cancelar y todo, yo me sentí muy triste porque teníamos ahí ya todo arreglado para el álbum, para la presentación en Coachella, por ejemplo.
Wow.
Pero ahí después, cuando tuve más tiempo en mi casa con mis perros y todo, ya fue para otro sentimiento de más como que, ok, estoy feliz porque tengo ahí mi familia, mis
Mhm.
perros y tal y tal y tal. Me puso más tranquila, cuidado de mí misma. Um, ¿Vamos a hacerlo en inglés o en español? La
However you
entrevista.
want. You can do it in English if you want to.
Ok, let's switch. I don't
Spanish,
know.
como tú quieras.
So, después que after this moment, I realized I needed some moment for myself. I think
Mhm.
I was like too much on the road and like uh, working too much, touring too much, and now that I'm having time for myself, I felt better.
Mhm.
Then I went to Italy because there's a song that I recorded in Italian, and it went great in Italy. So I went there. I spent like 1 month and something in Europe, and it was amazing for me. It was a good moment to not only come back to work a little bit, but to stay, like, to relax and to enjoy like the summer in Europe.
I
And
know,
after
absolutely.
I came back to Brazil, and now I'm working from home again. And I'm happy working from home too.
Absolutely. Yeah, I feel like, I don't got the fame Anita has, but I can definitely feel how we were all in a go 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 mentality, and then this pandemic made us stop and reflect and just spend time with our loved ones, friends, family at home with our pets. It was good. So tú estás en Brasil ahora mismo.
Sí, yo estoy en Brasil. I'm here. Yo estoy todos estos días haciendo promoting every day, promo, hours and hours of promo in English and Spanish. That's why we started, and I was like, oh, Spanish, because I was just making an interview in Spanish, and then okay, English, and then oh fuck. I'm
That's
getting
awesome. You're
crazy. I'm
trilingual,
freaking
right?
out.
So that's
Yesterday I was giving an interview in Italian, and I'm not even that good in Italian, but I tried. So
wow. So Portuguese, Spanish, English, Italian, anda. That's amazing.
I'm doing my best, and I'm also learning French right now. So my mind is like,
Oh my god, I gotta step up my game. I only know English and Spanish, and I thought I was cool. so,
you're fine, you're fine.
so I
It's
wanted
just
to
because I'm
talk to you.
obsessed with language. I love language. I love learning new language. I love it.
That's amazing, and it lets you connect with other people too. So keep doing that. So
Yeah.
hablamos un poquito de Me Gusta. You went, so, okay, I'm gonna be honest, the first time I heard of Anita was in Downtown con J Balvin. What an iconic song. It was a jam for months, months, months. And then I remember that part was like, a mí me gusta cuando va downtown. Now there's this song called Me Gusta, and I feel like there's a connection over there. I don't know about you.
Connections. Yeah. My friends are like, okay, second time.
Maybe this is your
My
slogan, Me
fans,
Gusta.
Yeah, my fans, Cardi fans, Mike Towers fans, they're all supporting the song so much, and I feel really glad. We didn't know that we are gonna have Cardi on the track. I was like really shocked. It was a surprise that my manager did to me. I was
Uh,
like, before we recorded this track, I think it was last year, 1 year ago, yes. Uh, and we recorded the music video here in Brazil with Mike Towers in January, I think, or February or something like that. And before pandemic, before we figured out this whole thing was gonna happen, and then 3 weeks ago or less, my manager called me and I was like, "Oh, let's get an improvement of the final mix of the track." And I was like, okay, I've already said yes and okay to this mix like 100 times. Let's go one more time.
one more time,
One
just in
more.
case.
And okay, I was like listening, like, and then Cardi's voice, and I was like, what? And I couldn't keep my mouth shut like for
Was that the first
a
time you
minute.
heard her voice in the song?
Yeah, I didn't even
Wow.
know that she was gonna do it. It was crazy. We've been together in the studio before, and I felt like we're such a soulmates. I told her that we're so much alike. I
Hmm.
told her that if she could understand Portuguese and if she could understand the things that I say in my all my stories in Portuguese, she would realize that we say the fucking same shit. Oh my god, I'm saying so many bad words. I'm sorry. Uh, that we basically talk about the same things, but I do it in Portuguese. My fans and my team and my friends, my close friends, they're always sending me her videos like, man, this is so you.
That is so funny. And from your experience of working with her, is there one thing that you learned from Cardi, whether it's like work related or personal or something like that? Like what have you learned from her from working with her in this single?
I mean, as we are so much similar on the way to be, uh, like she's humble. She's just herself, you know, and I love it. It is. I love being like this too. I hate when I need to when somebody asks me to lie about something. I just don't like to pretend I'm something I'm not. Or when people are asking me to take some attitude that there's nothing to do with me. It's not, you know. And if I like something, I just support it. I just go for it. And my fans notice. And I also noticed that she's very, very close to her fans. And I loved it because I thought my fans were like freak in a positive way, you know, like they're on everything. They know about everything. They're like always searching on the things, and her fans are the same. And I loved it. I feel such a connection between us, and I really liked it.
That's amazing, and I feel like that also will help this song because your fans and her fans are coming together for this song called Me Gusta. Um, I also saw that your performance on the Tonight Show the other day. Wow, what an incredible performance from Rio from on top of a mountain. How did you pull that together?
This mountain is very, very famous. Oh, we have Charlie Puth watching. Hi, Charlie, I miss you.
Hey.
Um, this mountain is very famous here in Brazil. It's called Pão de Açúcar. It's like the ones I don't know if you have seen that. It's the one that it's like the two mountains, and we have the thing that I don't know how to say this word in English. And there's go to one for the other one. It's like very famous
Oh,
here, and we have the whole view of the city, and I loved it. The performance was amazing, and we have such a big audience watching the video even after and on YouTube and everything. We're still on the charts, global charts. Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting that because this is new for me, you know. I'm like singing in Spanish and English at the same time and performing two rhythms that are like kind of new for the audience, not for Brazil, because I mean funk. There are two rhythms like very urban here, because I know that for the US the urban rhythm is like hip hop. For the Latin market, it's reggaeton. But here in Brazil, it's super different. When I go to the other countries, everybody's like, "Oh, but you good," because now Latin music is doing so well, and I'm like, guys, wait, Brazil is another thing. We don't speak Spanish, we speak Portuguese. I needed to learn Spanish, learn the Latin culture in Spanish. So it's different singers, different music. So these rhythms that we have on this track, Me Gusta, are basically the urban rhythms from Brazil, which is funk and pagodão. And I didn't know how people were going to react about it. So it's a good
That's
surprise.
amazing. And I'm glad you brought that up, because I wanted to ask you, like, we can't leave Mike Towers, who's part of also this song, out of this. And he's mainly reggaeton. When you started singing in Spanish, did you feel like not that connected with the reggaeton music? Have you ever, were you a fan of the reggaeton music before? Did you feel included when you first started singing in Spanish?
So actually, I didn't know about it. I figured out when I was searching. So what happened was, when I was like 23 or something like that, I started to get like a huge level in my career in my country, and then I was like, okay, what else can I do now with my music thing? And then I started to search about what was going on in the world, and then I met reggaeton. I discovered or figured out reggaeton, and I loved it right away. And I searched about it, and I feel like it has all the same history. Like hip hop for the US has kind of the same history that reggaeton has for the Latin market, the countries that speak Spanish, because it comes from the ghetto. We can say like that, because here in Brazil it's from the favelas. Do you know what is a favela?
Yeah, the favelas. Yeah, I heard that.
Okay.
I've never been to Brazil, but my brother have. So I
oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a rhythm that is originally from the favelas, and they have this prejudice from the audience because this origin is like a poor origin. So I felt really connected. So it wasn't hard for me to do reggaeton, to work and to play with this. It was kind of hard to learn the culture and the other cultures, because I like to know everything about the culture, not only the rhythm I'm playing in and I'm working on. So for me, I started to study about Selena, Celia Cruz, Ivy Queen, all of these artists that made history for the Latin world. So for me, it was kind of a lot of time studying, and studying the language. But then I realized boyfriends was a very good way to learn language. So I started to flirt with guys from different places, and then I learned Spanish like that.
You had a reason to learn the language really quick.
Honey, the best way.
Oh my God. So do you have a specific moment or a specific song that you felt that you made the crossover, that it was like, wow, Anitta is moving to North America now?
So I felt like Downtown was very it was a moment that made it all big. But I had one before called Paradinha that was kind of like a beginning. It was pretty much similar to what I had here in Brazil. One song that was just for me to begin, to get like introduced to the market. And then I went to Downtown, which made me like big for everyone, for the big audience. And then Vai Malandra started to play even in Portuguese in other countries, and Bola Rebola with J Balvin, which is a funk track. Here in Brazil was huge. In the other countries were like, it was like, okay, which rhythm is this one? and it was good for the funk community. So I think it's like step by step. I like that it's not like boom, one track and hit and very famous. I like to go slowly and to have like a stable, like I had here in my country. Here I have like 10 years of career, so it's been a long road until I get to the point that I am right now.
That's amazing. Yeah, and we can definitely see the growth and the changes of your music, of the different collaborations you've been doing. So that's super cool. Is there anyone that is like your dream collab? Whether it's that person is alive, or if you could bring someone from the dead to make an amazing collab, who would you pick?
Wow, I'm afraid of this. Okay, so I don't like to say that it's missing anything to me, because if I look, man, I've sang with Madonna, you know. She's like the fucking queen. She made I mean, she made us free to be sexual, free to sing whatever we want to sing. You know, I'm a very big fan of Mariah Carey, but I told her, we met once, so accidentally.
Oh, nice.
It was the best thing that have ever happened to me. I love Mariah.
How did you meet?
I was in a fucking store in Aspen, and then she came into the store, and I was like paralyzed, and she got close to me, and I couldn't move, and I was like, oh. We've talked before on Instagram, because I post a lot of albums of her, even the ones that even Glitter that wasn't in the stores. I have everything, DVD, CDs, every fucking shit of Mariah. I have everything. I love her. And we've talked on Instagram before. So when she saw me and I saw her, I was like, I'm Anitta. She was like, oh my God. She was so sweet. And she was like, oh, let's shop together. And I was like, no, I'm a fan. I can't just go shop with you.
Oh
I can't behave like a normal person with you. Are you crazy? I'm going to be like, oh, Mariah's shopping. So we talked for a while, and I said, okay, go do your thing. I'm leaving. I'm just a fan. So I can't imagine myself singing with her, because it's too much for me.
It's too much to handle.
It's, as a fan, I can't pretend I'm like, no. So I've talked to Drake about it, about singing together. Sometimes we talk about it. It would be nice. Also Rosalia, I talked to her also.
Ooh, that would be a perfect combination. Yeah.
Right. I told her that we should do like a war of cultures, you know, like a battle of dance of cultures. Like one side, it comes to her with like Spanish flamenco thing, and the other side I come with Brazilian funk favela thing, and we fight musically, talking like a good fight. Let's see.
That would be an iconic music video.
It would be amazing. It would be dope, right? Let's see if it happens. Let's talk to her again and see if it happens in the quarantine.
Hoping that it does. It'll happen eventually, for sure. That's too perfect not to make it happen.
That would be nice.
Yeah. So earlier you mentioned about working with Madonna and how she portrays to be unapologetically herself and female empowerment. And from what I've been seeing, you are very similar as well, where you're very outspoken and you talk a lot about the social injustice in the world and the things happening in Brazil. And I was reading an article, even fans were requesting you to run for president. What are your thoughts on this? Why is it so important for you to talk about, you know, the important stuff in the world and social injustice, especially for your country?
I think, especially for my country, which our president sucks, I think it's important for me right now. Before, I didn't know it was necessary, you know. what made me feel that it was necessary was my fans, my people, my audience, people from Brazil asking me to talk about political stuff and government, and I didn't know anything about it. I was born in a very humble community. Like, if I think it's on purpose, you know. The government, they do this. They don't give you opportunity. You were born in a favela. They don't bring you culture, opportunities to grow up and to learn amazing things so you can decide what is best for your country. So I realized that it was good to bring all this visibility that I can get to my country, as I have these many followers from my people, to talk about this, but I didn't know anything about political stuff. So what I did during this quarantine was to take classes about politicals, about how the government runs here in Brazil, so my fans and my audience could learn with me how we can change the things. We are the ones who vote for these motherfucking asshole people, so we should understand who they are and not to vote for a president like that right now, for example, he's not giving a shit about a pandemic. Besides, he's not giving a shit about the fire on the Pantanal, the Amazon, our forest. All the animals are dying, and he's not doing anything. He's just about education. The minister of education right now is saying that homosexual people are results of mental health, crazy shit that happens.
Crazy things, yeah.
You understand me? So I decided to bring this up in my social media too, even if I know I'm a singer, I know I'm promoting my tracks and anything, but sometimes I just need to come back and say, hey, let's pay attention on the government, because I mean, right now we need to do something, you know. We need to change something. If you guys think that Trump is bad, you guys don't know Bolsonaro, wow, go search about it.
Yikes. No, yeah, and it's important that, you know, at the end of the day, you are an influencer and you're influencing over, you know, almost 50 million followers they have on Instagram alone. So it's important, it's very inspiring, because then you also allow other creators and artists to speak up and make it be a normal thing, just in case they're afraid for some reason of speaking up.
Yeah, I mean, I've received some threats when I got involved with the political stuff, of people say, oh, we're gonna kill you on this and that. I say, okay, come kill me, and I come back as a ghost to fucking
to hunt you,
make your lives a nightmare every day. I don't care, you know. I just think right now, before I didn't know how important it was, but my people made me realize that it can. I don't know if I can change too much, but at least if I can change something or a little bit, it's already something, you know.
Exactly. Yeah, there's always haters, but you know, I feel like you're impacting a lot more than, you know, those people commenting pointless things like that. And what is one advice that you would give for your young audience to feel empowered and confidence in speaking up, whether, you know, they're just speaking to their friends, or they have a tiny following or a big following, just to like feel confident in speaking up like that?
I think that we should not worry about what people are saying about us. You know, before I used to care too much about people's opinion, and I was always like they're committed what people are saying about my behavior or what I'm doing. And right now I just don't care. Right now I just decided to realize the good things that I've done to me, to my people, to the ones that have, like, the women that came from the same place that I came. So right now I decided to be aware of the things that I've done, so I can just not care about what people say. So an advice that I could do, that I could give, is just to don't watch too much. Don't be like locked in this comments thing. People are always saying whatever they have inside them. So if you feel you're being respectful with the others and you're being yourself and doing a great thing for yourself and for the ones that you like, just do it. You know, don't give too much attention to haters. Or I nowadays I just listen to my team and I ask them to be very honest with me. If I'm doing some shit, they need to come here and tell me. And my family, they're very honest with me. If they need to slap me on the face, they're gonna do it. So
They'll do it.
I just listen to them. I don't listen to fake people.
Awesome. Mic drop from Anitta. So, Anitta, we're currently celebrating Latinx Heritage Month. And I feel like shifting Hispanic Heritage Month to Latinx allows non-Spanish speaking Latinos to celebrate their culture as well and feel included. What is one way that you would celebrate or will celebrate Latinx Heritage Month and celebrate your culture?
I didn't even know this thing exists. You're just telling me this right now. I just figured it out.
Oh, well, that's cool. Well, what is one way that Anitta celebrates being Brazilian and feeling proud of that?
So I try to think about all of the positive things that we have, you know, all of the things that make me feel proud of my people. Like, we are very hard work people. We have energy. We know how to welcome somebody. And I try to think about all the things that we have done that changed somehow the world or the culture, you know, important figures and personalities and people who made history. So it made me feel proud. And I think that every country has yours, you know, your thing to be proud of. That's what I think.
That's awesome. What are 3 words or phrases that someone definitely need to learn before going to Brazil? I know obrigado.
Oh my God. Words. Oh, fuck.
Like maybe like please or help.
Oh,
hello,
I was thinking about being a little bit more funny.
Okay,
learn something. Learn how to say I'm friends of Anitta, so nobody will mess up with you. I'm joking.
How would you say that? How would you say I'm a friend of Anitta?
Just go to Brazil, say, hey, I'm friends of Anitta. Don't mess up with me. I'm joking. Where is Anita's house? I'm joking.
Anitta, send me here.
Okay, wait. I think nice words in Portuguese. For people to feel that you're local.
Mm-hmm.
You say fuck. Help me. A word in English. Okay. For you to say that someone was good on something, like someone was you went to some place and someone was nice to you or something. You say him or she, which is ela for she and ele for he. Faz tudo. Like it's
faz tudo.
Faz tudo. Like
faz tudo.
She does everything or he does everything. Like ela faz tudo.
Ela faz tudo. Anitta faz tudo.
Another thing is the word boss in Portuguese, but it needs to be the female one because that's my meme here. Meme. How do you guys say? Meme. I don't know. Meme.
Whatever.
Patroa.
Patroa.
Patroa. Okay.
Patroa.
If you say some girl, some boss bitch, you say patroa.
Patroa. And how do you say you are Is it tú eres the same or?
No, you don't need to say you
Oh,
are.
you don't need to
Just
say
say
that. I just go
patroa.
patroa. Patroa.
You know that here in Brazil, and also in Spanish too, if you're saying a word for male, it finished with a no. If you're saying the word for a female, it finished with an A, like bonita, bonito, right? And patroa means boss, but female boss. The boss, male boss is patrão, and the female boss is patroa. And the dictionary here in Brazil used to have two different meanings for this fucking same word. Patrão, which is the male one, was like the owner of something, the boss of something, whatever, person who commands something. And patroa, which is the female one, is the wife of the patrão. And
what?
I was pissed, and I changed the fucking dictionary, and that's why I'm the patroa. All the girls, all the women here, patroas.
That's right. Anitta Faustuto Patroa. Portuguese, you know, I gotta get better at that.
Yes.
I tried.
Okay, now I'm teaching how to say thank you, which is obrigado. Now you're nice.
Obrigado. Obrigado, and then por estar aquí is the same, or right in Portuguese, right? It's
yeah.
Obrigado, so if I say obrigado por estar aquí, that I'm a fluent Portuguese speaking person.
Conversando com a gente. Like conversando, platicando, charlando con nosotros, con la gente, com a gente.
Conversando com a gente.
Yes.
Conversando com a gente. Obrigado por estar aqui, patroa.
I'm dying.
Oh my god! Wow, you should like teach a master class in Portuguese. That's amazing.
Yes.
Oh my god! So Anitta, what's new in the horizons for you? What's next for Anitta? You know, during pandemic, hopefully after the pandemic. Any cool projects in the works?
So I have this Netflix series. The season 1 is already out years ago. Not that many years, but it's out there. If you want to see my Netflix show, it's called Vai Anitta, or just type Anitta with double T. You're gonna find it there. My Netflix show talking about my life, and we are gonna have the second season this year. Yeah, they want to put it out in December, but if the fans go there and try to push it to November, maybe. Ooh. Just an idea. Just
fans
throwing
what to do.
You know. And we have my album too. It's coming. It's called Girl from Rio, which is the next track too. It's the name of the next song. And we had Charlie both here watching the live, and he had already listened to this track. I showed him some months ago, and he was like, oh my god, I love this. He was here in Brazil some time ago performing at the same festival that I was, so that's why.
Charlie, and inside scoop.
Yeah, it's Girl from Rio. It's called my album, and it's also the next song that I'm putting out. It's a mix of Brazilian culture and my point of view of Rio de Janeiro as I grew up, not in this fancy place that people know as Rio.
That's amazing.
And that's it.
That's it. Nada más. Just those things. What can't you do? Is there any project that you have never done that you would love to do? Like maybe release a product, or like, because you have documentaries, you have music videos, you have everything. Are you into acting? Is that a new thing?
I want to do a movie. Okay, I want to be an actress. I'm taking interpretation classes here while I'm in quarantine. I'm taking piano classes, French classes, and interpretation classes. I was invited for some movies here in Brazil, and when I do something, I like to do it well. I don't like to go there and do some shitty thing. So I'm studying for this to start to accept these invitations. So I want to do a movie, you know, a romance or something that I'm killing people. I don't know, just a movie.
Amazing. People watching here, you know, if you think you don't have time to learn something new during this pandemic, just use Anitta as an example because she is doing interviews after interviews, singing on top of mountains in Rio, and also taking piano lessons, French classes, all in the same 24 hours that we got. So I'm inspired by you for sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you, my love. It was a pleasure to talk to you. I
Of
love
course, it was a pleasure talking to you. I wish you the best, and hopefully we can get to do this in person someday.
Yes, please. Let's
All
really
right.
party.
Thank
Let's
you,
party
Anitta.
together.
Yeah, let's do it.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you, everyone, for joining. See you later.